I didn't expect you to see me at this time. I thought I was completely finished. The same old routine today. I bet your left foot is resting on your head, and the phone battery level is around 33%. If you guessed correctly, please let me know on the right. If you guess wrong, leave a punk meme in the comments. Then, with a wooden fish, let's begin today's bedtime story. As temperatures in the far north continue to plummet, forests of the Alaska Canyon, it also ushered in the complete length. Everything in the forest at that time. It presents a barren and desolate scene. Spotless. The snow had long since buried all life and vitality. And our adventurous little baby Pete. Yet he arrived here carrying his heavy luggage. Choose a suitable closed hillside to plant. You can then go and collect some logs nearby. Let's begin today's building journey. The shelter prepared this time has a relatively simple design. Only, a crossbeam was erected between the tree trunk and the hillside. Simply pull a waterproof sheet on top and you're all set. To ensure the waterproof part won't be easily blown away by strong winds, it is also necessary to complete the work at the time of completion. Tie a sturdy and durable hemp rope around it. Temperatures close to -20 degrees Celsius. Enough to freeze human blood. To survive in such harsh conditions. The gentleman warmed himself by a campfire. It is the top priority that must be completed. To ensure the flame can be ignited successfully, Pitt specifically picked some dried birch bark. Such tree bark has a low ignition point in the wilderness. It can greatly shorten the time and physical exertion of daily life. As the small flame gradually ignited the wood, the blazing flames also made the temperature of the closed-eye lock. Slowly, a lot of photos were taken. Pete, without any worries. They then quickly set up the bed. The wooden bed, bound with sturdy hemp rope, looks simple. In reality, it's also very simple and straightforward. However, for the thick-skinned Pete, as long as the habitat is a bed, able to accommodate his 1.5-meter height, other simpler places are acceptable. Difficult. After trekking several kilometers along a rugged mountain road, exhausted, Pitt was already starving. Flat belly. So I treated myself and my dog to a delicious late-night snack. It is also indispensable. Simply wait for the water to boil. Then, a heavy snow began to fall from the sky. To prevent the campfire from going out, Pete added some firewood to the bait trap. Pour the boiled blood water into a pot and set it aside for later use. Then you can ask, I prepared the ingredients to fill our stomachs tonight. Pour the pre-packaged fresh peas into a cup, squeezed with water. Then heat and cook them on tree branches. This is the process of waiting for the peas to ripen. You can use a cold pan with hot oil to fry or cook bean products. The sausages in the braising pot are evenly distributed, and as Pete flipped the pot, when it bursts out an enticing aroma, serve and eat. And to compensate for the physical damage caused by hiking in the wilderness. Lost energy. The thoughtful Pete fried himself 2 more stolen free-range eggs from next door. The peas were now fully ripe. Pour it into a small bowl. Then cover it with a thin, egg-shaped duvet cover. You can enjoy the snow while having a pleasant time. After eating and drinking to one's heart's content, The sky gradually darkened. Under the vast snowscape, the shelter's lights created a warm and inviting atmosphere. Pete, who was bored, they warmed their little feet in front of the fire. The meaning of waiting until the whole body, they were gradually dispersed. He then slowly put on his boots. He poured himself a cup of purified water from the teapot. Boil on fire. While waiting for this cup of tea to boil, the cautious Pete then led one. He went to collect firewood from the neighborhood. He returned to his habitat. Add some wood to the dying fire. I fed Wankai some of his special midnight snack. He then lay down on the simple wooden bed. He fell fast asleep. When I woke up, Pit has embarked on a new journey. Today, he will continue along the mountain range, seeking new habitats at higher waterfalls. And in this process, he also picked up a small fish that was about 20 centimeters long, disemboweled, clean inside and out. You can use tree branches to climb up the willows along the fish pond embankment. Should we continue deeper into the jungle? Another few kilometers of trekking past. A flat area. Pitt chose a venue with a wide field of view. He deftly hung up the fish fillet. Without further ado, a new building journey began. This shelter, it will use a large amount of logs for the mainframe. The process of collecting logs, it took a lot of Pete's energy. Fortunately, his body was strong enough to sustain me through the icy and snowy landscape. On the tiered frame, lay down leafy branches, then cover the top with a layer of waterproof nylon fabric. Even under the constant threat of blizzards, this also ensures one's safety and ability to survive the night. Four, to prevent the risk of the nylon part being blown away by strong winds, cautious Pete used hemp rope. It was securely bound in every corner. Pete, after building the shelter, take out the tax points and spread them on the snow. He lay down again. I did a quick assessment of the comfort level of the residents. He immediately got up. Wooden walls were installed on the sides of the slope. Completely improved the entire shelter. The meticulous Pete followed his usual practice. A campfire was lit in front of the shelter. During the owner's busy time, the clever Wankai started gnawing on a tree branch. This is a sign that I need to eat. But his request was completely ignored by the carefree Pete. Ignored everything. Pete, who had just moved to the new shelter, was very clean. Not only placed between two large trees, installed a shelf. He also relied on his superb memory. A wooden shingle was made entirely by hand. Time flies by during the process of making the wooden bowl. The once bright sky gradually darkened. After finishing his work, Pete suddenly felt hungry. Rolling. They then began preparations in a calm and unhurried manner. Let's start tonight's delicious late-night snack. First, in shank, and the tender fish meat is coated with an appropriate amount of seasoning. Then skewer them with branches and roast them by the campfire. While waiting, boil a kettle of water and set it aside for later use. You can then fully enjoy the joy of making handicraft. It took half an hour of sharpening with a razor blade to quietly ... But time has passed. In the blink of an eye, delicious grilled fish has been served. Pete, who pursues taste. Lemon juice for enhanced flavor on the online platform. I couldn't wait to taste it. This rare delicacy ... Full of food and water, the sky had completely darkened. Bored, Pete warmed himself by the fire. He hurriedly crawled into bed and went to sleep.